Okay, so I just want to go ahead and start off and make a few disclaimers. I am filming on an Android, so I'm not 100% sure how the quality is going to be, or the sound, or like anything. I had an iPhone 11 that I would film on a lot, and unfortunately we left it on the roof of our car and it flew off and was destroyed. So, being that we have priorities, I just settled with this little Android to have because I don't really need anything spectacular right now. I would much rather wait for the perfect time to get another iPhone than to be stressing it right now whenever I have this phone that could film just as easily. Might not be the best quality, but we're gonna work with it. Also, if the lighting in my bathroom is not good, that's because it's kind of like yellow lighting, but oh well. So, what I wanted to do is film this video because my husband and I were talking to some church friends the other day, and we kind of got into talking about how nobody really talks about what God does for people anymore. For the longest time, I was always kind of nervous to talk about the things that God does because I was like, am I gonna like jinx it or anything like that? And that's not a good way to think, because God does beautiful things, and it is not about the things that He does for us. Because this studio apartment that we were blessed with, we had been praying for months and months and months for some place to live, and it took God separating me and my daughter from my husband for a week straight with no communication at all to really humble us as individuals and show us that we're praying for the wrong things. So it wasn't until we literally stopped praying for a home for us, we stopped praying for things that we wanted, and we just tried to grow closer to Him, and we were blessed with this home. This is our very first home, so I know to many people that might come across this or see this, this might not be beautiful to them, or they might have something to say about it, but to us, this is our mansion right now, and we are so beyond grateful and blessed to have this space that we have. And yeah, and I figured why not share it, because I know on YouTube, not knocking anybody that has nice things, but we see a lot of that on YouTube, and there are very few people that actually show like normal living, I guess. Every living is normal, I guess, but this is just our living situation, and who's to say there's not someone out there that has sort of the similar situation and isn't really proud of it or thinks it's not enough. And I'm here to show you my little space that we have as a family of 3. It's me, my husband, and our 3-year-old daughter, and I'm here to show you that you can make anything work and you can make anything a mansion. So I will say this is our second week living here. We are not completely like finished setting up. There are a few like things that I want to do, like decorations wise and, you know, cleaning wise. I went through and deep cleaned this entire space to the best of my ability. But there are a few spots that like we need to do better with, and we're actually planning on doing that tomorrow, which is Saturday. So happy Good Friday today. And yeah, but pretty much right now we have all the furniture that we need, I'm pretty sure. So I figured I'd go ahead and just show what we have now, and any updates or things along the way I can make other videos and show you guys. So whenever I go through and do like the tour, I'll kind of explain a few more things if I didn't explain it here, but this is just kind of like the intro explaining things. And yeah, so I just want to share the good news of God and the things that He can do. And like I said, it is not about the things that He blesses you with, because being a 23-year-old and this being my first place, it's not necessarily what I would want, but this is what God wanted for us. So therefore I am rejoicing with it. I am praising Him for everything that we have and making the best of it and making it beautiful, because He did everything to this place and He made it beautiful in His eyes. So therefore it is beautiful to me, and I am so grateful for it, and we love it. So don't let it confuse you or think that I'm like faking it till I make it, because I am so blessed, and I just want you to know that if you are in a season right now where you feel like things aren't going your way or you don't have anything, please don't be fooled. I have been there. I'm 23 years old, my husband and I both, and this is our very first place together outside of living with family. And we have been together for almost 5 years in June, and we have been through it. We have been poor, we have been homeless, we have had nothing, like absolutely nothing to our name. And it took 5 years for us. So don't get discouraged, keep believing in God, and yeah, let's just get into the tour. Okay, so I'm hoping this stays focused, and also I know the lighting is pretty yellow probably. We went to get daylight light bulbs and grabbed the wrong ones, so we're gonna go get those soon where the lighting is so much better. But this right here is our front door. This is the only door in this studio, so that's why we have this thing hanging there with our towels and any coats or my purse, you know, just anything right there, which it fits everything fine. So this is where you will enter in. And then right here we have a shoe rack where we just keep our shoes. I keep some hand sanitizer there, and then the fabric spray, I guess, to make the room smell good. I'm just gonna go ahead and forewarn you, I straightened up as soon as I woke up this morning, and it's already kind of messy, like her shoes, she moves everything. So I just wanted to keep it real. I didn't want to go straighten up everything and make it look so perfect whenever it's really not. So yeah, then we have this little open space here, and I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go. I think I'll go this way. So to the left we have, which some baby doll clothes, but we have this chair and then this little footstool thing, and then we have our dresser with the TV on it, and then next to it another chair. This chair was actually left behind from the guy who lived here before, so we just kept it in here with another footstool, which actually these footstools open up, and that is where we keep her toys. Yeah, so the chairs don't exactly match completely, but we're hoping and praying that we can be doing Bible studies in here really soon, and we want as many seats as possible because we're gonna fill this little place up. So, which actually, I'm not bragging here, I'm just telling you how good God is and how He provides things even when you are not expecting it, because this was all Him, not us whatsoever. But we only paid for one thing in here besides like groceries and stuff, and that was our couch, which I'll show you in a minute. But like I said, this was left here. These footstools, I'm pretty sure our church had them and didn't need them anymore, so they gave them to us. Our pastor gave us this chair and this dresser. And then over here, our bedside tables were actually being given away by somebody. And there was a few more furniture pieces with it, but we couldn't really fit them in here, which I was kind of sad about because I would have loved the whole set, because, you know, you can eventually paint these and make them look completely different. So, and they're good, they're sturdy, they're good wood, so they'll last quite a while. So I was excited about that. This is her bed that she doesn't really sleep on because she just likes being next to us, especially being that we're all in one open space together. It kind of makes it more difficult for her to want to sleep by herself. But nonetheless, again, I had this all straightened up, but she's come and played on it, so that's completely fine. But that's her little bed. It's good just to have here. I know it does take up space if she doesn't sleep in it, but she does take her naps there and she does play there, so that's fine. So then here's kind of an overview. There's her eating, and then this is our coffee table that my husband, he just got a job probably about, this is like a month ago or something, and one of the women is leaving, and so she had some furniture that she was just giving away. That was one of the pieces along with the TV. So there's our coffee table. Again, I would like to keep this and refurbish it, I guess, like repaint it, like do the top wood stain or something. So that's future stuff. Right now, God really made this room come together with everything He blessed us with, like color-wise, everything just really goes well. Our two matching lamps came from our pastor's wife, along with these pictures. And then the couch is the only thing that we had to pay for. And like I said, this is how God works, guys. we knew that we were coming into a studio, so we really wanted a pull-out couch because, you know, we have a 3-year-old. So if it were just us, we would have been fine with a bed, but I really wanted to be able to pick everything up for the daytime and have it just like a living space for her to run around and play. And last minute, we slept in here one night on air mattresses because we couldn't find a pull-out couch. And then our pastor's wife was looking on Facebook Marketplace constantly. There were a couple couches that we saw on there for good prices, but they were sold instantly. And then so we found this one for $100. It was barely used. You can definitely tell by the cushions and the mattress on the pull-out couch that it had barely been used. If it had been used, it was like not even a handful of times. So we got that, which matches everything perfectly. I'm not really sure if the camera does the colors justice. I think on the camera it's coming up a little bit warmer than what it is. It's a little bit more gray toned than it is brown toned, but it's a brown couch. But yeah. So here's like an overview of everything. A lot of floor space. We got this rug from Walmart. I'm pretty sure it's a 7x10 for $50, I think it was. We got it for a good price. So that we had to pay for as well. Other than that, all the furniture wise, nothing. Which the bed actually came from somebody who goes to church with us as well. And then the mirror, we did pay for the mirror, but that was probably about like 20 bucks at Walmart. So yeah, and this curtain, and then the curtains over our window, they match, and our pastor's wife gave us those. So I'll kind of show you the closet a little bit. It is not the neatest. Like I said, this is real life, guys. We do have some space up here where we just have some like random stuff. We are really trying not to have a lot of clutter in this place. When we have lived at home, we've had a lot of clutter, so we had a lot of things to get rid of. We hang up most of our stuff. The other stuff that we don't hang up goes in here, and these. Here's a pile of clothes that I didn't feel like hanging back up, so they're just kind of sitting there. Any of her clothes are in these drawers because she doesn't have like too many clothes, and her clothes are so small, so they all just fit in there. And then this closet, I was actually really happy that we had a closet in here because at first I wasn't sure if we were going to have one. There is this like cabinet in here. I see the quality is kind of going down. I'm sorry about that, guys. But this is where we just keep all of our like Bible books, Bibles. That's his basket with his stuff in it. We have some pens up here. Yeah. And then the pillows we keep for our bed, we actually just stack up right here. There's only 3 of them, so it doesn't take up too much space. Then we have an extra laundry basket with a cooler. So like I said, we don't keep a lot of clutter. The only clutter you'll find is maybe up here and then in this like top drawer right here, but even then it's not a lot because in here we just have some like cords for the TV, like extra cords, and then like extra paperwork. But yeah. And then here's the other bedside table. And then another quick overview. Sorry if you can hear her in the background. She's being a 3-year-old. So yeah, that's like the overview of everything. We're really happy with how it looks in here and how we're able to kind of go from bedroom at night to living room during the day. Especially if we have people over, it just makes it so much more cozier. So then going on to the kitchen, here's kind of an overview. I'll be honest, when I first saw the kitchen, it kind of scared me because I was not used to really not having a lot of counter space. Where I lived before with my family, we had like an island, a lot of counter space, so to go to basically none was kind of intimidating at first, but like I said, we make it work. And with it just being us 3, it makes it a lot easier. So this is one of the areas where I said don't judge it, because I know when I first walked in I judged it like this very off-white refrigerator. The color kind of threw me off because I was like, oh, it's gonna be gross, but it's really not. little bit of clutter up here. We have this lamp that we bought at Goodwill, but we only had one and we wanted matching ones. So for right now, I have this up here until I can find a place to put it. A candle, bread, jelly beans, and then Luke's hat for work. But it's really not dirty. We're going grocery shopping tomorrow, so I don't really know how my fridge is looking. A little bit crazy. I'm gonna clean it out tonight. Don't mind these stains. I've got to get in there and deep clean it because Luke spilled a cup of coffee in there and it just keeps coming out of random places. I scrubbed it all down, but for some reason, every time I open it now, there's more dripping out, and I gotta find where it's coming from. So this pantry right here that we have is a part of the dresser set and the bedside table set that we got. They had 2 of them, but we could only fit 1 in here. So hopefully the other pieces that went to the furniture set go to a good home and to somebody who really needs them and wants them. But this is originally a bookshelf and turned pantry because we really needed a pantry space, because the only thing that it had was this built-in white shelf, which we still make use of, but it would have not been enough room for everything that we need. So we have that, which is very good. And then here's our very random red microwave. Again, it was given to us, so we are very thankful for it. Doesn't really fit the color palette, but that's fine. We're making it work. So we've just got that up there for right now because we don't really have a spot for it, because like I said, there's not a lot of counter space in here. And then here in this kitchen, like I told y'all, I did not really straighten up that well since this morning. So this is just real life. This is what I cooked last night. It was some chicken pot pie, and I'm just reheating it for the day so we could have some for lunch. And then whatever's left over, my husband can eat when he gets home while I'm cooking, because my man is hungry all the time. So this is actually a brand new stove because the one that was in here before, I guess, broke right before we got here. So, and it is gas, which really intimidated me at first, but I've gotten kind of used to it. Not fully used to it, but I'm making it work. So here is our stove area. And then, like I said, not a lot of counter space. So we got this dinner table that we have our air fryer on, that was also given to us with the stuff that the woman that worked at my husband's job with the coffee table and TV. It was brand new. She just gave it to us, so that was awesome. We've been loving it for like fries and stuff. Then our coffee pot. And then these curtains to hide like cabinet spaces, you'll see in the bathroom as well. We really want to find something else to do with them because this thing is not connected fully and it falls a lot. So we're gonna figure that out. We also eventually maybe want to paint this because, like I said, it sat off kind of, maybe it was white at one point, but not white anymore. So, and then there's a little hook here where I just hang our measuring cups. Like I said, some dirty dishes. All this is from today, so I'm gonna get to that. That is what, I'm pretty sure it's ground turkey. I don't know how I forgot the meat that I pulled out. We do have some rust spots in these that have been here. That was another thing I was kind of freaked out about, especially in the tub. But like I said, we still haven't went through and really deep cleaned spots like that because I don't know how to do that. My husband is gonna try and figure those out tomorrow because he's off tomorrow, which is Saturday. So if you see this and you have any ideas on how to like fix those, please feel free to let me know. So we don't have a dishwasher or anything, which I'm fine with because I actually enjoy washing dishes. So doesn't look like it, but usually I have my sink is always empty. But this is our dish rack. We have dish soap, hand soap, and then this spray, which actually a few weeks before we even got this place, before we even knew that we were getting a place, this woman we go to church with brought me a gift, and it was filled with all these 3 things. It had some, well, I'll show you, these like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like, I don't know what these are called, but they're like dish mats. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. That's what I use them for. A body wash, and just a few other couple things. And my husband was kind of confused as to why she was giving me household items, but I know that I told her that we were really looking for a place and just blah, blah, blah. And when she gave me the gift, I was over the moon, because I just felt like that was the Lord really planting a seed and showing me that I'm gonna be able to use these in our home soon. So just a little quick story time about those. Then just a random water bottle in our dish drains. Then we put these racks in. There were already holes. These walls are cement, so it's kind of hard to drill stuff in them. But I guess there were racks here before and there was already holes in there, so we kind of just went off the holes that were already there to put these up. These are usually like closet racks or laundry room racks, but they fit perfectly here. And so I just kind of put some dishes on there, just because, like I said, we don't really have a lot of storage space in here. So those work perfectly for that. Any other pots that I have that I don't really use, we put down here. We put laundry soap down here, sprays, anything like that goes down there. I would show you, but this rod thing falls every time I open these curtains, so I'm really not gonna bother with it. Here's our AC unit. Then back here, we just have a broom, mop, Swiffer, all that. And then with rags that we use to clean with, I try not to use paper towels a lot unless I absolutely have to. They have like a pack of 18 washcloths for like $3 at Walmart. So we grab those, and that's what I wipe everything down with and clean. So any dirty ones, I just put in this bag back here, because I don't really want to wash it with our laundry. I wash that with like rugs on the floor or bath mats. So then this little rack was here whenever we came. I believe it's like the same as like the shoe rack type situation. So I use this. These are cutting boards. I put Tupperware here. There's like a grater, some spoons, our Tervis lid, and then our silverware right here. I want to try and find like a little holder thing for silverware, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on it. I'm a very, I guess you could say, frugal person. I really love cheap stuff. Not that we can't afford things like that. I would just prefer cheap things, because why spend the extra money on it? I know that there are some things that are better on brand than they are off brand, and at times like that I will get on brand, but other than that, nope. Like for instance, if you shop at Food Lion, check out this Cha-Ching brand, because I really enjoy it. These are super cheap. These chips, which we're almost out of, are like 79 cents, and it's a decent bag of chips. We get our bread on that brand, so just a little hack, I guess. And then saltine crackers, which are in the trash can, which are really good. My daughter loves to snack on them. So the bathroom does not have a door, which is fine. It has this curtain, because like I said, my husband and I have been together 5 years, so if we gotta do number 2 around each other, it's all right, I guess. So here's a little overview. There is our toilet, our bath mat, which we actually want to get one that goes around the toilet, but I'm kind of worried about space in here, like if there will be room for this still. We'll figure it out. We got our plunger, toilet cleaner over there, a little trash can, which this little bin came from the Dollar Tree, I'm pretty sure. And we just use Walmart bags in there. Gotta have the something about the word everywhere. Some spray, toilet paper, obviously. There's this little spot right in here where we keep our dirty clothes. I'm not sure if that's what it's meant for, but that's what we're using it for. I know that looks like a lot of clothes, but we actually don't have a laundry spot in the studio. It is like a little facility here. So we try and just knock it out probably every Saturday, get it all done. Here is her stool, because she is loving coming to her own bathroom, washing her hands and all that. Again, we have a little curtain in here. Down here, this one doesn't really fall. Nothing much. another toilet cleaner, my blow dryer, straightener, curler, a makeup bag, and then over here is like some random stuff. There's not really a lot of stuff down there. It does look pretty dirty down there, but I have scrubbed it down, and like I said, some stains on these things just don't really come off, which I guess means like they need to be repainted, but we're gonna prioritize things, which down there is not really a priority. So then we come over here. This is like some lotion, and then all of my makeup stuff, our brushes. This shelving, we had it super, super neat at first, but of course when you live in a space for, it's been 2 weeks now, and things just kind of, you put them back wherever they're put back. So I kind of just left it like that, didn't really make it all neat because unrealistic. It will not stay like that. So this is my shelf. We keep washcloths here. Then this is just all of my like stuff. This is all of my husband's stuff. And then we have cords in here because my husband likes to plug his phone up in here so that when his alarm goes off, he gets up. In here, we just have like random stuff. Those cabinets are pretty hard to close, so I'm not really gonna open it up. There's me. But we just have like peroxide, Q-tips, extra stuff in there. My nail polish remover, stuff like that is in there. And then up here, these Band-Aids are kind of just thrown there. They usually go back here because I cut my finger not too long ago. But in here, we just keep change. Those are vitamins. We have our daughter's medicine, so Band-Aids. This is her toothpaste that we have to keep up here, or she will literally brush her teeth 100 times a day. These are just some like ointments. This little smelly thing that I don't really think works, at least I haven't smelt it. A random box, and then this sign that came with the gift that I got from my friend at church with the cleaning supplies and stuff, so we keep that there. We really want to start finding like the stickers that you put on the wall of Bible quotes and have them everywhere, but like I said, I've got to find where I can get them for not like super expensive, because why so expensive? Anyways, off topic, we've got this lotion here. It's out of focus. There we go. That's just a pretty basic lotion that my husband and I both can use that I have out. Like my specific ones are right here. We have a candle. This actually came, I'm pretty sure my husband's mom got a little gift whenever we had our daughter that came in this, and I've always just kept it, and we keep our toothbrushes in it, so all of ours, because we have this thing, but as you can probably see, there's like crust in here. I scrubbed this thing down super well, so I think a lot of what's stuck in there is the Comet bleach that I use, like the powder stuff. So I've got to find something to scrub in there with, so, and then maybe we'll use those, but I'm not really sure. Again, here's our sink. Like I said, more like rust stuff, so we're gonna try and figure out how to do that. Just a soap, the little plug thingy, and then the towel rack, which you can really tell that these really need to be cleaned off. I scrubbed down the ones that are in our shower. I know the lighting in here is terrible, but I scrubbed down the ones that are in our shower, and I'm going to show you our shower in just a second. And it improved it a lot, but you can tell that it's going to need like bleach. So I actually, really quick, have this stuff because I've watched a few videos. So tomorrow in the morning after we've gotten up and taken our showers, I'm going to put it on there and let it sit for a few hours. So here's our shower, and then I will open it up this way. So yeah, you can kind of tell that like these tiles really need to be bleached. Yeah, so I'm just showing y'all the real. I have scrubbed these walls down, hence the little scrubber thing right here, with some Comet bleach, some 409. Like I got in here, I really scrubbed, I let it sit for an hour, and it improved it a lot. But I know that the bleach will probably do wonders to it, so I'm looking forward to that. Up here, we just have our shampoo, some coconut oil. I use that to like shave my legs and stuff. This is a new shower head that we bought. It had one of those like, I don't know, really small ones that you can see in like really old places. But the water pressure was so terrible. Like, it would probably have taken me an hour to wash out the soap in my hair. So we got this one for like $15 from Walmart. We really wanted one where the head comes off for when I'm giving Adelie a shower. Then that little shower rack, Dollar Tree, $1. So then we just have our washcloths, razors, body wash, all of that. There is her hair wash. And then here's the rust stain I was talking about that's in the tub. Unless we can get that out and really, you know, clean that part. I have scrubbed down the tub, like I've said. I haven't really messed with that much because it kind of freaks me out, so I'm gonna leave that part to my husband. But until we really get this shower bleached, and even though I know that I cleaned it really well, and until we get that figured out, I refuse to let our daughter take a bath in here. That's why she takes showers, which she actually enjoys taking showers, so it's not that huge of a deal. But I know she would really enjoy sitting in the bath because she talks about swimming all the time, which thankfully it's becoming summertime, so we are gonna take her swimming all the time. She better swim as much as she talks about it. So I really wanna get that figured out for her. If we don't, like I said, it's fine. Our goal is to be here for about a year and really save up and then buy from there. But that's all up to the Lord. He is going to lead us and guide us in everything that we do. And yeah, that was our studio apartment. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope it inspires you if you are in a similar situation, or maybe if you're in a situation where you haven't even left home yet and you are feeling really just bad and shameful about yourself for it, because we have been there. And like I said, I'm filming on an Android right now in my studio apartment at 23, and if you would have told me this years ago, I would have said you're crazy. But sometimes God has to strip you of things and really show you what's worth it and what is important to Him and His heart's desires, not our own. So if it were up to my heart's desire, we would be in a fairly nice apartment. I'd have my iPhone and there would be no rust problems, but that is not God's heart's desire for us. He blessed us with this place and it's affordable. It's allowing us to save our money. It's beautiful nonetheless. Like, I am so blessed. It could be so much more worse. I know there are people who probably live in a place that is way worse than this, and make it your mansion. That's all I can say. Enjoy and embrace every place that you are in life. Whether you are in a super nice place, a decent place, a trashy place, any place, make it your home and make it, you know, comfortable for you. Don't be uncomfortable and don't settle. Just wait on the Lord, trust in Him, and He will provide. And I am a living testimony to that, because like I said, we have been homeless. We have had nothing. We have been through everything. And this right here was such a huge blessing for us. While others would look at this and think, no way, Jose, like, I'm not living there, we took it with gladness and praise the Lord for it. So sorry to get off track. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope the quality is okay. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.